Hello and welcome back to PERISNO 1.4.5. So you may notice that we have a slightly different army composition, and that is only due to the fact that for some reason, I think since the last Warband update, I don't know whether there's some weird thing going on, because I know that I think they updated Viking Conquest or something, so it shouldn't have anything to do with the stability of the base game, but for some reason I'm having issues with it, and as a result, I don't know whether you noticed, but the previous episode actually ended a little bit weirdly. Don't usually like to end the episode like that, but generally, yeah, I was unable to save, and so I went all the way back to when we were at Bulgan, and I had a bunch of silk in my inventory, and I sold all of that, and then made some money, and then I went to do the caravans and all that stuff. So I basically did all of that again, and this time around, I was unable to find the wonderful companion that we got before, so that's obviously a bit sad. I have also been consistently attacked by deserters, and so I have consistently had to, give my money over, so that's the reason why we don't have that much money. But at the moment, I am actually leading a caravan. Yes, a caravan right now, and we're traveling as far as we possibly can. And yeah, I actually need to level up, so let's very quickly just do that. So as you can see, we have 2 attribute points, 2 skill points. I think I already leveled up once before on screen, but obviously because we lost the progress of that, that might also be the reason why the episodes of this are coming out a little bit slower than I'd like. But yeah, anyway, whatever the case, I'm going to be continuing to level up my charisma, as I said before. I think that's actually pretty good. We also probably want to get prisoner management leveled up. I know someone said that it's not necessary to level up your prisoner management in PERISNO, but the main reason why I wanted to do this is because, as far as I am aware, I think someone else also mentioned this, the rate at which you can recruit slaves is increased when you have higher prisoner management skill. I'm not entirely sure if that is accurate or not. I don't have any verifiable information in regards to that, but I actually wouldn't mind doing that, because early game, getting slaves and leveling them up into gladiators and these other very cool looking units, I could definitely use that. However, I already have 4 in it, so I'm not sure if I really need to go any further with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put another point in Power Strike there and just increase my one-handed weapon proficiency. I want to try and do as much damage with my sword as possible. Now, what's really cool about this is these deserters right here. I just paid these guys because I wanted to literally start the episode, so I just wanted to make sure that we were all good. And now, here's the thing. We have very weak units. I have literally tier 1 units most of the time. I don't think I have anything else. I do have an Elantoran mercenary that I purchased from some random merchant in a tavern somewhere in Elantoran territory, because I was obviously traveling around there to try and buy some additional silk. So that was good. But I'm not entirely sure how effective those mercenaries are. I can only hope that I'm not going to get absolutely murdered here, because let's face it, units in PERISNO, yeah, don't even get me started. They're hard. Yeah, they're hard. They will literally just murder you just by looking at you most of the time. So I'm a bit worried about it, all things considered. But yeah, let's actually just have a look-see here. Yeah, so you can see here already we're having problems because these Hakon spearmen are just murdering everyone that I don't want them to murder. What is actually going on here, though? You see how much damage they're actually able to do? This is insanity. It really is. Absolute insanity. Okay, gonna have to get off my mount and actually do something here. Okay, guys, can you just... I've literally told them to charge. Haven't I told them to charge? I thought I told them to charge, but maybe I didn't. Because if I didn't tell them to charge, then that's my fault. And I should have definitely done that. Because telling them to charge would easily get us the victory here, I'm pretty sure. Although, to be fair, maybe not, because this is one of the things that I really, really do not like about attacking higher tier troops. Ah, that was painful. I think we're going to be fine, though, because we have the numbers. But, yeah, this is exactly the main reason why I would wholeheartedly stress to you, if you're going to pick up PERISNO, you really do have to get a good foundation. Get a good foundation for your troops. Try to get as many high tier units as possible. Try to get a lot of money. And the main reason why I wanted to do this actually is because of the... yeah. Okay, so unfortunately we're not able to do that. That is, I think, a prisoner management issue as well. As far as I remember, that is a prisoner management issue. So basically what you can do is if you have high prisoner management, it actually increases the likelihood at how much tier of unit you're able to recruit. So in other words, rescued prisoners are much more easily available that way. So that makes a huge difference. I'm going to have to do the customization of the hired soldiers again as well, because obviously I was unable to save that, unfortunately. So yeah, we'll just go in and do that real fast. It's not going to take me too long, or at least I hope not. Okay, so we'll go for heavy body armor. We'll just go for some of this because we've done that before. And yeah, it's still below average, perfectly fine. We'll just do this. There we go, looking real nice. Far too good now. Oh, okay, I see how it is. You're far too good now, huh? Oh, yes, okay, wonderful then. Okay, so we'll just go for this then instead. Yeah, very good, above recommended. Okay, well, that's perfectly fine. Well, we need to get them some kind of weapon as well. So let's have a look-see here. One-handed. Let's go for this. Average, yep, because it's a terrible weapon. Indeed, indeed. That's exactly what we're trying to do here. And now I just need to get a Prisoner Sun Shield. There we go. All right, that is pretty good. Now it's average. All right, that is all I really wanted to do. And now we can move on. Okay, great. So we're going to go for prisoner recruits here as well. Zyra obviously leveled up, but not really necessary. Okay, so we're just going to head straight on into Bulgan here. We are being attacked by these Perisno zealots, but I'm hopeful that I'm faster than them. I am very... yes, unfortunately, they are... Oh, wow, they actually... Oh, no, wait a minute. We can just sacrifice one troop. Okay. Yeah, that's actually something that I've been doing a great amount of, by the way. These, you know, pulling back and just allowing enemies just to pick on me, basically. That is the one thing that you kind of have to do early on if you want to survive. Because from my perspective, it's just never going to work otherwise. You're going to have some really hard times if you don't prioritize your survival. You know, you prioritize the amount of troops that you keep alive and keep leveling up and upgrading and all that wonderful stuff. So yeah, we're just going to sell all of this silk here. Very nice indeed. Sold a whole bunch of it, actually. And we'll just sell all of that. There we go. I also have some salt. I actually bought this in some villages, and I thought to myself, oh, maybe it's actually going to be good. But no, it's salt is okay, but you need to find the right place to sell it, and unfortunately, here is not the right place to sell it. Anyway, let's go into the tavern and see whether I can get some get a good profit. 16,000. Not looking particularly good there, unfortunately. Not looking particularly good. So what I'm actually going to do, we've got 17,000. Okay, we've got 17,000. So I'm just going to go into the ransom broker here, and we're going to sell all our prisoners. That's going to sell for 1,000. Really not that useful, but, you know, it's okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to buy some slaves. So we're going to buy, I think, isn't it female slaves or male slaves? I'm actually not entirely sure which is best. Let's get the female ones first then, I guess. And there we have it. Yeah, so this is obviously perfect, okay? Now, this is really, really good because this gives us the numbers. Now, obviously, numbers not really going to... they're not really going to help, are they? No, they're not really going to help most of the time in Perisno because, as we have just seen, even if you have numbers, it doesn't matter because high-tier units with really good armor are basically going to be so much better than anything else you have available to yourself, at least early on. And so, you know, having higher tier units is really the only thing you can do. So the best advice that I can give you is try to make as much money as possible and then recruit a bunch of mercenaries from taverns. For example, this guy right here, he's looking okay. You know, he's not too bad. Anyway, I'm going to sell my goods here for 20,000. I actually purchased this caravan for, I think, 8,000 or 9,000 or something like that. So pretty decent benefit there. Anyway, I want to do a caravan run. Oh, 7,000 only. Okay, that's absolutely perfect. Yeah, that's really, really good. And yeah, I'm actually going to be getting rid of a couple of... I'm going to get rid of some of these farmers and... Okay, wait a minute. They level up into basically the same exact units. So, guess we'll just get rid of those. And then we'll go in here. Mercenary Lancer. So now we can actually get all of these guys for 4,000, which I think is actually worth it, all things considered, because look at these guys. They come equipped with horses, so they're cavalry, heavy cavalry at that. Obviously, they're not the best, far and away not the best, but they are going to be significantly better than pretty much anything else we can get at this point in the game. And it's actually going to make things much, much easier for us going forward. Because, like, for example, look at these guys. PERISNO Zealots. Let me actually just take a quick look at the PERISNO Zealots. I don't think they're here. They're under the minor faction tree, aren't they, right? Let me see. PERISNO. Oh, never mind. They're actually really strong. Okay, I did not realize that. I thought to myself, these guys are not on mounts because look at them. They don't appear to be on mounts. And these guys are actually... Are you serious right now? Okay, fine. Are we going to fight them? Yeah, you know what? We're literally gonna fight them, okay? We're gonna fight them. 21, okay. 21 renown for this. I am very pleased that all of my slaves have polearms because we're actually up against mounted units. So this is gonna be really, really good for us. I'm actually gonna tell my cavalry to go over here because I don't want them to charge in. Oh, Zyra, really? Oh, yeah, okay. Well, she just charged in. I mean, I told her to do so, you know. I mean, come on. Anyway, hopefully this is going to work out quite nicely for us. Obviously, most of my people are probably going to end up dying. But I can only hope that maybe they're going to be able to eliminate at least a couple of them with their polearms and everything. I am going to be absolutely useless and ineffective here. Actually, you know what? Yeah, you know what? You know what? We're just gonna go away. Okay, we're just gonna go away. Yeah, that. Okay, we'll fight you, and then we'll just leave one person behind. Ugh. Yeah, it's always extremely frustrating when that happens as well, because you know why? Because then they keep bothering you. You see exactly what's happening there. You see those guys? Okay, yeah. Look. There he comes. He's coming back. Are you serious? Get out of here. Don't bother me. Okay, thank you very much. All right, so yeah, that's the kind of thing that I'm talking about. You know, if you literally have these kinds of situations, it's going to be impossible. It's really going to be impossible for you to be able to get any value whatsoever out of your low tier units. Because that's the funny thing. In other mods and in Bannerlord specifically, obviously, lower tier units are actually pretty... They're okay, you know, they're fine. They can actually deal damage. They're going to die really fast, but they will deal damage. However, in this, level really makes a huge difference. It really does. Oh, wait a minute. With your experience in trading, it is safe to assume caravan shipments have rotated by now. And morale of some of our troops is low. Yeah, as you might expect, of course it is low, because, well, we continually have to leave people behind, which is obviously pretty awful. But yeah, it's not really anything I can do right now. I can't do anything about it. And we are getting some of this. Wages. Collection date should encourage accurate counting. I have no idea what that even means, but whatever the case, let's go into the Mercenary Guild. I don't actually want to get any of the custom units because I'm actually looking for proper mercenaries here. Freelancer mercenary. Okay, let's recruit all those guys. What about these guys as well? There we go. We could just get a bunch of random troops. And these guys are actually going to provide us with much greater combat strength than you might expect. And that is hopefully going to allow us to wander around here without getting picked on by many different kinds of strong, powerful enemies. So yes, otherwise, apart from that, I probably would like to participate in a tournament. Not sure if I'm going to be able to do that, but I would like to be able to. And I think what I'll do is I'll buy some additional food too. Yeah, I'm thinking this is probably going to be fine. We can get some grain as well, and we can get some fruit. There we go. And let's go into the tavern real fast, because you never know. Oh, female assassins. Hello there. Oh, yes. They are very, very good. Yeah, I believe the slave girls actually do become female assassins, I think. Let me just see whether that's indeed the case. Okay, so these are the female troops. Okay, here we go. These ones? No, not these ones, but they do become virago heroines and maidens of war, and I know those for a fact are absolutely incredible. They are really, really good. All right, so these ones are not, these ones are not, and these ones are not. Okay, so how do I tell? Where are the slaves? Where are the female slaves? Because I'm not seeing those at all here. Okay, maybe I missed them. I must have missed them somewhere, or maybe I'm just an idiot. I don't know. But whatever the case, hopefully they're going to become something really, really cool, like these female assassins. But yeah, I guess we'll see. Anyway, hopefully my morale is going to rectify itself now. And as I said, I would like to actually go into a tournament. So let me see if I can go and speak to the tournament master. And we'll see if he is actually going to tell us where I can go. Okay, I'll give my... okay, yeah. What? Are you serious? He doesn't actually tell me? Or do I actually have to go into one of these? Do I literally have to go into one of these before he'll answer? Really? Surely not. Am I don't even know, but this is a cool looking arena. That's for sure. And we just got to make sure that people do not attack me from behind, because that is obviously the greatest weakness we're going to have here. Got to be a bit careful about these fellows as well, because they're actually not even bad, even though they are just novices. And I'm literally using a polearm, which is my worst weapon type right now, which is not exactly great, but what can you do? Maybe I can try and pick up this guy's one-handed sword once I've eliminated this enemy. Nice. Yeah, that's one thing that I actually really like about Warband in comparison to Bannerlord. I love the fact that the HP of your opponent is a lot less. And so it feels a little bit more impactful when you land a hit. And even if you do, 20 to 30 damage every single time you swing, it kind of feels better because you're like, oh, I did 30 damage. That's half his HP. You know what I mean? In comparison to, you did 30 damage. Well, then you're going to need a bunch more hits to be able to eliminate the opponent. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm talking about here. Anyway, I'm probably going to die here. I don't really mind too much, to be honest, because I literally just want to get this done so we can try to get a tournament going. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Now we can... Really? I actually had to do that so that I could ask? Okay. Fawn Iron. Okay, that's actually perfect. Fawn Iron is in Elantoran territory, and Fountain Hall is actually very close by in the realm of the Falcon. We, of course, are currently doing a caravan mission, or not a caravan mission, so to speak, but we are doing, oh no, we are doing a freelancer caravan mission. Right, yeah. Okay, so Eagle Knights are literally the bane of my existence, and probably the bane of anyone that has played PERISNO, to be honest, because they are cavalry, they are heavily armored, and they are extremely fast. So it is extremely difficult to actually avoid them, and yeah, they're they're very annoying. Let's just say that they're very annoying. So we probably want to try to avoid those as much as we can. Yeah, these guys, we're gonna have to pay them, unfortunately. Yeah, oh wow. Okay, hello. What? Oh no. Okay, this is real bad. I'm gonna have to leave some troops behind by the looks of things. Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave 9 troops behind. Yeah, this is one of those times. And this is what's really irritating about this as well. Most of the time, what's going to happen is when you actually leave troops behind you to, as like a decoy, you are still going to be in range of the opponent. And so when their passivity, due to you being, giving over a bunch of your troops, they're gonna still be there because the duration of it is so little. So yeah, that makes a huge difference. Also, we're gonna be attacked by this. Why are we being attacked by? Okay, perhaps I can convince you to turn your army around. Oh, okay. 17 troops I'm going to leave behind then, by the looks of things. All right, let's... Wow, okay, that's a Geldaran. Why are the Geldarans angry at me? I don't know. Okay, that seems a little bit strange. Or is it just her that's really annoyed at me? I'm not entirely sure what happened. Okay, well, I am... Oh, no! Oh no, I did not want to come into the streets, that's for sure. But oh well, never mind. Okay, we're going to be absolutely fine. Thankfully, we're not getting attacked by anything too dramatically powerful yet, because there are always those moments where it can happen. Anyway, there's level 4. Very nice. Okay, let's go back into the tavern here. And, ooh, that guy looks real good. Hello there, sir. Who are you? Oh, I long for the destruction. Okay, wait. I agree. I will help you defeat them. What? Oh. No. I. You know what? I didn't want to do any of that. I was just being very careful there because I don't want to select anything that is actually going to cause people to be at war against me just yet. And I'm not that familiar with the quests in PERISNO any further. I used to know almost all of them, if not all of them, because we did them. But nowadays, yeah, not so much. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that in just a second. Okay, so I'm actually going to be doing this. This is obviously not what I intended to do. Wait a minute. Okay, wait. Okay, apparently there isn't a thing that actually increases my morale here, which is actually kind of sad. But okay, so there's wine available here. So let's just assess the local prices before we go into the tournament. Okay, we can buy velvet here and sell it at Dwalnor. Yeah, that's the dwarven place. Not that big a fan of it. Okay, well, here's the tournament. Oh, okay, so apparently the tournament is now over, so we arrived here a little bit too late. Oh no, that's terrible. Okay, so what about the money? Well, the land and the money lenders and so on and so forth. Okay, so I can actually buy some. So buying existing AK costs 800 while it sells for 623, and it accumulates 62 orums per acre every week. Not that good, but if you buy 45 of it, that's okay. That's all right. So we're going to buy 10 for 8,000. That's okay. And let's see if we can get another caravan mission. Or if I want to, we can literally just go and... Oh, 14,000. I think that's a bit too much. I think that is a bit too much. So yeah, what we're going to do instead is we'll go to the various villages in the area. There's a Geldaran there. I mean, technically I could help the Elantorans now. Because if the Geldarans hate me already, then... we might be able to do that. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that, but we've lost a huge amount of troops in the process of being around here. But oh, whoa, no. Those are way too expensive. What? Why are these so incredibly expensive? I have no idea. Usually they're about 100 or 200 in these villages, but apparently not so much. Anyway, I'm only hopeful now that because we do not have a caravan with me, I should... there's the person that hates us. I should be moving a lot quicker, but I'm moving at 3.5. She's moving at 3.8. Oh no. This is real bad. This is real bad. Okay. Thankfully, we made it. I don't know why she hates us. Why does she hate us? Okay, that's really, really awful. Right, so I'm actually gonna consider joining the Elantorans. Mostly because then we can reset our relation with that particular faction. So I'm going to just go into the castle here real fast, and we'll see if we can maybe speak to someone. Maybe we can become a mercenary or something like that. Hello there. All right. Vassalage. You've yet to show. Okay, wait a minute. I can enlist. Okay, we can actually enlist. That's very cool, actually. Do you have any tasks for me? No? Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay, well, this is sad, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to have to actually ask someone that isn't the ruler, because I believe she is the ruler of the faction. So I'm going to have to wait for another vassal to turn up, and then we can hopefully speak to them about becoming a mercenary, because that is, I believe, what I remember about Warband, where if you speak to the ruler, they don't actually allow you to become a mercenary. You're going to have to speak to someone else to be able to do that. So let's just see whether we can actually get that going. I'm moving way too slowly, though, so let me actually see if I can buy some additional horses. Oh, this is not the horse merchant. Thank you. Okay, this is 4,000. Really? You know, okay, fine. You know what? I'm just going to literally buy it. Okay, I'm going to buy it for 4,000, even though that's way too expensive, but I'm going to do it as I feel like we kind of need the speed, you know? We kind of need the speed. And hopefully that's going to be enough to be able to get us away from people. Ah, hello. We can now speak to this person. Yes. I would like to ask you something? No? I'd like to discuss you something in private. Okay, apparently there is nothing like that. Ah, there we go. Wonderful. It's the task. Okay. Again, I'm a bit rusty with Warband. Okay, so this sounds good to me. I'll join them. Yes, there we go. All right, fantastic. There we go. So now the Geldarans are not at war against us any further. The Ankars are also not aggressive towards us either, which is absolutely perfect because I was being harassed by them quite significantly in my off-screen time when I was running around here trying to buy silk, hilariously enough. And who are we at war against now? We're at war against the Tauranians. And we're at war against the Hakon. Oh no, this is bad. Okay. Right. Okay. Well, there's not much I can do about that now. We are a mercenary with the Elantorans. This is going to be somewhat uncomfortable, I assume. Okay, well, let's just try our best. Okay, oh, 16 slave prisoners. Can I attack these? Can I actually do anything against these, to be honest? I'm not entirely sure. Okay, femme fatale. Yeah, we probably want femme fatale, so camp defenders is what we want to actually level them up into. And let's actually see. I don't have any loot for this guy, unfortunately. Yeah, he has 2 skill points, though, so we're probably going to be spending those points into surgery so people don't die as often, I guess. And I actually leveled up once again, so let's do that. Let's go for another point in charisma, I suppose, and we'll go for some more prisoner management. As I said before, I think it does improve the chances of you being able to recruit people from rescued prisoners. So in other words, from prisoner stacks. That used to be a term that people used to use. And generally, you want to be able to recruit those guys as best you can because they are some of the most powerful you're going to see. I think that actually, well, that might have been a Pendor thing, actually. Now that I think about it, that might have been a Pendor thing. Oh, well, never mind. If it is, then it is. But yeah, these slave prisoners are going to die extremely quickly because we have female assassins. As I said before, having higher tier troops is literally the big deal here. If you have high tier troops, you're going to be completely fine. You will have no problems whatsoever. And it's just getting off the ground. That's the point. It's just getting off the ground. It's getting enough money to be able to recruit those high tier troops. And if you have to get a bunch from mercenaries, then do so. That is going to be the biggest, the biggest turning point for your power in the game. So yeah, anyway, there we go. We got some good morale from that. Just gonna try to, say to people that they so that they love us a little bit more. Unfortunately, the village doesn't have anything for us. The Hakon are gonna kill me. Oh no. Okay. Whew, that was close. Okay. I was a bit worried there for a second. Okay. Whoa. More. What? More infestations? Okay, that's kind of weird. Not entirely sure why there are so many bandit infestations around here. Seems like the Elantoran vassals are not really doing a very good job. These fellows are actually going to murder me, though. Oh, Agner actually got a kill. Okay. Well, that's very surprising. I wouldn't have expected that. He's got literally some of the worst gear and weapons that I've seen in a while, but yeah, apparently that's pretty decent. Apparently he's actually not too bad at using them. Okay, so if I can just attack this guy, maybe I can take him off his mount or something like that. Generally, just taking enemies off their mounts actually makes a huge difference. It really does. Unfortunately, these guys are slightly more difficult than the previous ones that we fought, but that's okay, because our forces are going to be able to get some decent experience, and maybe even, maybe we'll maybe even be able to get some decent loot from it as well, but highly unlikely because there's only a very small smattering of enemies here, so their loot offerings are probably not going to be that large. But anyway, there you go. A nice victory for us right there. And I got to wait for the little text to come up. There we go. Okay, so 2 renown, a little bit more of this. There we go. Okay, yeah, so we didn't actually get any loot from it, but we can actually buy the raw silk. I'm hoping that we're going to have some silk in Elsinore here as well. Got to be careful. Yeah, this is a big deal now. Okay, so raw silk is actually selling for an extreme price now. Let me actually just see how much I can actually get a profit. Okay, so if I go here, I can get a profit of 352. So that's pretty good in my opinion. So we're just going to buy a bunch of raw silk. Doesn't seem to be anything else here. I'm going to buy a horse just to make sure that we can continue to move quickly. And we have a tavern here. Anyone high tier? Oh, the mercenary shield man. Yeah, we're going to just get a bunch of those. They're going to be pretty decent for us. Oh, we can actually recruit nobles. We can actually recruit nobles now. Oh, that's very cool. Yeah, it's because we're obviously a part of the Elan Torrent faction now, so we have access to that, I guess. But I have a bad feeling that the Elan Torrents are on the back foot here, because obviously they're at war against the Hakon and against the Tolranians, which is pretty harsh, all things considered. 2 versus 1, and they're also at war against someone else too. I actually don't know who they are at war against. I think there's 3 versus 1 at the moment. Where's the faction? Where are the faction? Where are those? Okay, that's really weird. Am I just not seeing it? Am I an idiot? Yeah, I think probably view courtship relation. No, that's not going to work. Oh, okay, so wait a minute. Is there no way for me to tell? Ah, right. Okay, I guess I have to do this then. I have to go through the notes. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Okay, so who are we at war against? Okay, so we're at war against the Hakon, Tolrania. Oh, and these guys. Oh yeah, I remember these fellows. Okay, they are all the way down here. We don't really need to worry about them too much, however, so that should be fine. Anyway, I think that's probably going to be it for this episode. We have a pretty decent amount of money. I've got some more silk. We're going to be making our way back over through Hakon territory. This is going to be extremely risky. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to survive it. Otherwise, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.